What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Undoubtedly, you're going to see the headline today, Henry Cavill to play Logan Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2, and although we were able to trace this story to its origins, and it's not the normal industry insiders or publications, it still may hold some value as some of the pieces are starting to come together for the entrance of the X-Men and the mutants into the MCU. Today, we're going to break down this report, where it's coming from, the history between Henry Cavill, Marvel Studios, and of course, superheroes, and what it would really mean for Captain Marvel if Kevin Feige and co are trying to shoehorn both Rogue and now Wolverine into her second installment for the franchise. Like I said, we're going to break it all down, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel-related stuff, including a limited edition Infinity Saga box set. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, as I mentioned moments ago in the prologue, and if you haven't already, you're going to start to see this headline pop up today at all of the normal Marvel news sites. In fact, by Friday morning, it already had, and although we were able to trace this story to its origins, it doesn't come from one of the normal industry insiders or any of the publications that have said sources in that part of the industry. Rather, a YouTube channel called The Quartering, and as one of the reporting outlets put it, this is a very interesting rumor that comes at an interesting time, considering Captain Marvel and Wolverine are set to team up here in the comics in Captain Marvel 17, and there's been some rumors of Henry Cavill tied to Marvel Studios in the past. It was around fall of last year that those rumors first broke that he had met with Marvel officially, swirled up with the other rumors that he would be leaving Superman over at DC. Now, since then, Henry Cavill has addressed those rumors and very publicly saying that he would retain the mantle of Superman as long as they wanted him to, but with their continuity in question and now a soft reboot for the Batman, it is looking more and more likely he may be rebooted as well. It was then later rumored that he would be in fact playing Captain Britain in the MCU, but then those rumors died out as well. But it means if they did meet and he's interested in a big time character, well, an actor like Henry Cavill and of his ilk, with the resume of having nailed the superhero role that he played, as well as the instant success of The Witcher, it could be that Marvel Studios and Henry Cavill left the door open, as they have in the past with so many actors, for when the right role comes along and it makes sense for both the studio and the actor himself to take said role, and Logan Wolverine might just be one of those roles. But what does this mean for Captain Marvel 2, a film that's already been rumored to include Rogue, her arch nemesis who ends up stealing her powers, and now another huge character in Logan Wolverine? Well, it actually stops and gives me pause, and why I have to leave this report at a rumor and nothing more until I have it corroborated by other industry insiders or an official announcement from Marvel, and that's that Marvel has had a great history and track record of making sure that each one of its franchises has time to shine in the sun without being overshadowed by the other releases that year. And while I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love to point to this and say, hey, look, there's proof Marvel has no faith in Brie Larson or Captain Marvel, and that's why they need to include characters like Wolverine and Rogue into her second movie, but I would argue the antithesis of that. Brie Larson finally found her stride with the character towards the end of Avengers Endgame, and unfortunately was put in such a weird position as is, having to be introduced and shoehorned into that role right before Avengers Endgame hit. With all of the anticipation and the way that fans were during that time, it was awkward for everybody. Now that she's finally found her stride with the character and heavily anticipated in Captain Marvel 2, I just find it hard to believe that Marvel would include 2 very popular X-Men in the movie at that. It would just overshadow her film completely, and very honestly, if you're going to include the first appearance of MCU Wolverine, you make sure that the storyline he's involved in does him justice and puts him front and center. It would be the opposite of whetting the appetites, but just disappointing to finally see him on the big screen, but in a story where he's an ancillary character, and for the first time where it doesn't make a lot of sense given he doesn't have a strong history with her in the comics. Not to mention, if they go ahead and include Rogue and play out that storyline from the comics, she'd be losing her powers as well and basically be ousted of the role in Captain Marvel 2 in just her second film. And again, while there are those who will point to this story and say, see, no faith at all, and that's exactly what Marvel Studios wants to do, I highly doubt that, again, for an actress like Brie Larson, who seemingly found her stride with that character towards the end of Avengers Endgame and has a lot to carry into Captain Marvel 2. I think more likely the case, if Henry Cavill has signed on to do Wolverine, or Marvel Studios has settled on Wolverine at that, it's going to be an introduction for the character that makes sense and puts him front and center as the character in the story, meaning a solo movie or a Weapon X origin, something like his introduction to the Avengers, or even the Hulk vs. Wolverine movie that's been rumored to be in production at least twice in the last 2 years. Any of those for a character that might be one of the most highly anticipated, if not the most highly anticipated, to enter the MCU, alongside maybe Silver Surfer and Galactus, maybe Adam Warlock. He's going to be way up there, and Marvel Studios knows this. They're not going to waste an opportunity to bring that character in and leave all the fans disappointed, and in fact, they have a track record of doing the opposite. That's why we still haven't seen Beta Ray Bill on screen. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. A, how do you like Henry Cavill as Logan? And if he wouldn't be your first, second, or even third pick, who would you choose as your first choice to be cast as Wolverine? And B, do you agree with me that there's no way Marvel's going to waste an introduction of a character like this, give him a cameo for his first appearance, and make it a storyline that doesn't make sense for him and make him a main player? Just my own personal thought, but I'm sure a lot of you out there agree and want to see it done that way like me. Let me know down in the comments, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 650,000 subscriber mark. We just gave away two videos ago. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and that'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes here at the channel, like the limited edition Infinity Saga box set. We gave away the first one of these on New Year's Eve. We'll give away the second on the 2nd anniversary of the channel in April. If you want to be entered to win either of the PlayStations, the limited edition Infinity Saga box set, or any of the other prizes we give away here at the channel over the next couple years as we double down, hopefully all the way up to 1 million, then all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, and if you've missed any of those past announcements, no worries, especially the real recent ones. All you have to do, scroll back through the channel, look for the winner announcement and the sub count in the title, click on that, and scroll to the end. Congratulations to our most recent winners. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the channel. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.